Welcome back to Mind Unlocked. Here, we dive into the hidden world of psychology, human behavior, and the ways our minds shape society. If you love exploring how science meets justice, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new episode. Today, we're uncovering how forensic psychologists influence the courtroom. This is Courtroom Minds, how forensic psychologists influence justice. The silent power in the courtroom. When you picture a courtroom, you probably imagine lawyers arguing, judges ruling, and juries deciding. But often, behind the scenes, one voice quietly shapes those outcomes. The forensic psychologist. These experts bridge the gap between the mind and the law. They don't decide guilt or innocence, but their insights can sway everything from sentencing to rehabilitation. Competency to stand trial. One of the most important roles is assessing competency. Can the defendant understand the charges against them? Do they know how a trial works? Can they assist their lawyer in building a defense? If someone isn't mentally fit to stand trial, justice pauses until they receive treatment. This ensures that trials remain fair, even for those struggling with severe mental illness. The insanity defense, another critical area, is the insanity defense. It's controversial, rare, and often misunderstood. Forensic psychologists evaluate whether a defendant knew right from wrong at the time of the crime. If severe mental illness prevented moral understanding, the court may choose treatment over prison. This doesn't excuse the crime, but it changes how society delivers justice. Risk assessments. Forensic psychologists also conduct risk assessments. They estimate how likely a person is to reoffend or become violent again. These assessments can influence sentencing, parole decisions, and rehabilitation programs. It's a delicate balance, protecting the public while respecting individual rights. Expert testimony in court. Forensic psychologists often serve as expert witnesses. They explain complex psychological concepts in simple terms for juries. They might describe how trauma influences memory, or why certain behaviors point to specific disorders. Their testimony can make the difference between conviction, acquittal, or reduced sentencing, helping victims too. It's not just about offenders. Forensic psychologists also support victims and witnesses. They may assess trauma, evaluate credibility, or explain why someone recalls events in fragmented ways. Their work helps ensure that victims' voices are heard with compassion and accuracy. The ethical dilemma of forensic psychology in court isn't always clear-cut. Experts must remain objective even when hired by one side. They face tough ethical questions. How do you balance empathy with justice? How do you remain unbiased under pressure? These challenges make forensic psychology one of the most complex and impactful careers in the field. Closing. The courtroom may seem like a battle of law, but psychology shapes it in subtle, powerful ways. Forensic psychologists don't just analyze criminals, they influence justice itself. By evaluating competency, risk, and truthfulness, they help courts see the human mind behind the crime. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe to Mind Unlocked, and share it with someone who loves exploring psychology and true crime. And let us know in the comments. Do you think mental illness should reduce responsibility for crime? Thanks for watching Mind Unlocked, where we unlock the secrets of the human mind.